Hey guys, should have made a video earlier, but phone was dead, so we're dropping in the middle over here. But we're going to consider this part one, even though I've halfway through the build. This was a Chinese ATV. It was like a 250. It was completely trash. The motor ran really rough. I think something came apart in it. It didn't. It never ran right when I got it. I paid like $200 for it, and I ran it like a year straight, really hard. And surprisingly, it held out well. I drove it in water, probably this deep. The entire frame was up under it. I had to be up on top of the seat. It was really bad. And I killed the spark. I ended up getting the spark back for like a little while, and then the wiring harness is completely fried. So I was able to get it running a couple times, but like the spark would come and go. It was absolute trash. So I got the plastic stripped off. I guess I can. I'll show you what we were running here. We were riding the 250 electric start, piece of trash. Engine is a 5-speed clutch. It's actually pretty cool, but it was junk. Here's all the plastics. So all that will fit onto this. So yeah. All right. So what we have here is a 1973, I believe it's 73, Honda CB500 Cafe Racer bike engine. It's seen its better days, but I got everything to it. Got the exhaust, carburetors. Carburetors are actually in pretty good shape considering what I've seen before on other bikes. So hopefully we can get all this pasted up in here. You can see I've already completely stripped the bike. Obviously, every little bit of it that I can think of that needed to come out of the way. I left all these controls here because those will be used. I even cut the center core support of the frame out, which is really scary. But these two pieces of frame and these two pieces of frame up here are plenty to hold it in place for now. Nothing collapsed when I cut it, so I was lucky there. So the frame isn't all bent up when I weld it back together. You can see it would have just sat. Oh jeez, it would have sat like right there, which obviously was in my way with that motor sitting straight up and down. It took up every little spot of this. So I gotta cut all this off. All this little stuff had the mounts for the Nerf bars. That'll all go away, and this will mount flat here. And I'll run a piece of pipe from there to here to there to get the support of the frame back that's needed. And then the top of the motor, the valve cover, is sitting up here, which, I mean, it's going to be a tight fit, but I got to cut all this off, and I'm pretty much just going to hammer the pipe upward, so the pipe was sitting up here, and then I will gusset up a plate and weld all that. That pipe will pretty much be sitting on top of this pipe, but it'll all be gusseted up really strong, and I'll try to make it look kind of pretty. So all the old motor mounts are going to go away, and I'd like to be able to make the foot pegs, not necessarily the Nerf bars, but just the foot pegs fit. And this is actually a main mount for the body, so I need to keep all that on there. And then the exhaust, I'm planning on running 2 pipes on each side, so obviously I'll have the 4-pipe exhaust system like I had originally, but I'm just going to run it down the side of the motor, so it'll be like the 4-wheeler themed. I know I'll kind of destroy the cool looking side of the motor that it had, but I can't think of any other way to really do it. I don't want it on the bottom underneath the skid plate because that's just stupid. You don't do that. There's a reason why a skid plate was made. So that'll be interesting. But for now, I'm worried about trying to get all this in. I'm done for the night working on it, but hopefully I can get some more videos out on it of me actually doing something instead of just dropping in the middle of a broken up bike. Trying to think what else I gotta do. Yeah, that's gonna hold up great with 50 horsepower if I can ever get any of that out of that motor. But obviously this is a 41 chain tooth sprocket. Hopefully I got that. And that is not a 41 chain sprocket. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do there. I have the original sprocket off the motorcycle, so I'm thinking about just drilling holes in this one and mounting it beside it. Maybe so I can keep the original hub and all that together. And I'll just move the motor over a couple inches in. I think that will fix my problem there, but it'll be interesting. I have the chain and the master length, so I should be able to shorten the chain up. And if I really have to, there's actually quite a bit of an adjustment on this original rear end. But if I don't have enough, because it's like a really, really thick chain, then I can always add a tensioner. Which I know that's not what you want on a four-wheeler, but if I have to, I have to. So it'll be interesting. My plan for this is just to kind of rig it together. I'll run it for, I don't know, a little while. If something breaks, it comes apart, which obviously something's going to fail. It's a Chinese ATV and 50 horsepower. Those two just don't mix. If whatever fails or whatever and it's just unfixable and trash, I'll scrap the frame or build something else out of a llama or something. And I will take the motor and build the next project that hopefully I will get to show you guys. So, it's just a temporary build, mainly get the motor tuned up and running good, because it hasn't ran in a long time. It's been a long time since I started it, which has been probably a good 2 years now, and it barely ran. So, alright, well, this is going to be just a quick overview of what we're doing here. Hopefully I can get the back brakes and all that fixed. I got a new master cylinder, which I don't know where the pedal's going to go because it's going to be an engine case. It's like I think it was like 22.5 inches long, and the original motor was 13.5 inches long. So it's almost double the size width-wise. So it'll be a tight fit for my my feet and stuff, but it'll all work. It'll be awesome. I'll run it for a couple months, get hurt or blow it up or something, and build something else. I want to thank you guys very much for watching this. Stay tuned for part 2. Hopefully I'll have that out soon. Thank you guys much for watching. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe if you're not already. Thank you guys.